good morning. Oh, good morning. 250, we in the building. Let me show y'all some love. Good morning. Good morning. I love doing lives in the morning. I like it at night too. Everybody get to wind down. Boom, boom, boom. And we're going to keep it 100. We're going to keep it 100. Yo, yo, yo. Michael T. Porter here. Welcome to the 250 Gemstones culture. This is a culture that represents a nation of people that strive for excellence and greatness every single day. Got another bomb episode for y'all. But before I begin, hit that like button, that subscribe button, that share button. Pass me around. Facebook, Instagram, and all other social media platforms. And y'all know how I feel about my Shazam. If you guys like to support the channel, Cash App, $ Michael US. Once again, Cash App, $ Michael US. I am so grateful. Also, don't forget to check out my Spotify podcast, the 250 Gemstones Culture podcast. Also, don't forget to check out my other YouTube channel, Michael T. Porter Music. And my third channel, Michael T. Porter Skits and Stories. Oh, we doing it big. How y'all doing? We doing it big, baby. I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere. It got to be. Women, a new trend, y'all. Women are proposing to men. This is the crazy world we're living in. Everything is just so backwards. Damn, that's good. I got a story for y'all. Make sure that I take care of all the business. Yeah, I took care of all the business. Let's go. This is a story. I was just scrolling, trying to see what was the best. Not the best, but something that's very interesting. I think that we can all put our minds on. And I came across this story. And I found this quite interesting. So let's check this out. This is according to the New York Post. Stunned boyfriend, this is the title of the article. Stunned boyfriend rejects girlfriend's proposal on live radio show in humiliating twist. I don't know. This article is written by Joshua Hay. Let's get into it. So a woman proposes to this man on radio. Let's see what happened. Let's see how it went down. Let's see. A woman faced brutal public humiliation after her proposal was rejected live on an Australian radio show on Thursday. So it's out here in Australia. Shout out Australia. Shout out. On Melbourne's most popular breakfast show. It's a very popular show. 101.9, the Fox's Fifi, Fev, and Nick. Listener Carly bravely proposed to her partner of 5 years, Brad, live on air. Remember that, y'all. 5 years they've been together to mark Leap Day. Bachelor's Day, sometimes known as Ladies' Privilege, is an Irish tradition by which women are allowed to propose to men on February 29th. However, sadly for Carly, things quickly went horribly wrong. She was optimistic before the call and seemed to think she would soon be engaged. So let's see what happened. What happened with the proposal? However, as her wannabe husband, Brad, stumbled and stuttered, it became clear this was going to be a memorable phone call for all the wrong reasons. It's been the most incredible 5 years of my life with you, she told her stunned partner over the phone. Every morning, I wake up as the luckiest girl to be alive. You make me feel like nothing else I've ever felt before. You are my north, my south, my east, my west, my working week, and my Sunday rest. Ooh, ooh! Can I read that back? We live, y'all. Can I read it back? That little poem got me a little hot. That poem right there that this woman wrote to her boyfriend got me hot. You are my north, you are my south, my east, my west, my working week, and my Sunday's rest. You are my everything. Damn. I have loved growing with you and learning about you. I love the person you are, and the person I am is totally because of you. I can't wait to do this forever. Will you marry me? Ooh, she laying it on thick. She is laying it on thick. Sadly for Carly, after a brief pause, Brad begged her to be joking. He then went on to turn her down. Woo! You're joking? Now this is Chad talking. You're joking. Is this live on air? He asked. You're joking, obviously. Like, I don't know, like, I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but I'm just petty. I'm just pretty. Uh I don't know if this one of some I don't know if this the sort of thing you do on air. It's a big deal, and I'm a pretty traditional kind of guy, you know. He said, I don't want to seem like I'm not grateful or anything. You know, I love you, babe. I don't know. I'm feeling pretty shocked right now before the call was brought to a swift end. Dad, they hurry up and hung up. The radio show hurry up and hung up. So he's like, I'm a traditional guy. I love you. I don't know. All this I don't know shit. And then it says the call was brought to a swift end. The radio show hurry up and hung up the phone because they saw how crushed this girl was. That could be the most uncomfortable I've ever felt on radio, said a dismayed Fev as the segment came to a close. Ouch. And that's the end of that's the end of the article. There's more to this story. Whoo! Can I get a ouch up in here? Can I get a ouch? Ooh, ooh. Okay, so I'm gonna be quite honest. They've been together 5 years, and I'm gonna have to say this dude is he doesn't want her. He doesn't want her. I don't know why he don't want her, and if you don't want her, why you with her? If you don't want her, why are you with her? Whoo! This woman loves her. That's why I don't get. I reject a lot of women, not because even if they pretty or even if they, no matter how fine you are, I know that the ultimate thing she wants my. I'm gonna get to them real quick. I'm gonna get to this man and his foolishness and women proposing. But I'm gonna tell you like this. I know that women want to get married. I know they want your soul, their time. They're like women in some aspects, like little children. They need a lot of attention. They want your soul, your presence, your love, your masculine energy. Women want all of this. They want it all the time. So I know when I get involved with a woman, in the long run, she's gonna want that diamond on her ring. Cool. So if I know that, now I don't now he's been with this girl for a long time. This I don't believe this is the first time that she has brought up marriage. And she's doing the right thing. She's bringing up marriage, and she is really stuck on marrying this guy. I think she really loved this guy, but to be honest, I don't think she really loves him. I think she's in lust with him. She's lusting over him. This ain't the first time. This is not the first time she has brought up marriage, because it's obvious he's never brought up marriage. And I think she's like trying and trying and trying to build a future with this guy. And she's like, hell, I'm gonna go all out and propose to this guy on the radio. And even though it blew up on her face, it's kind of a good thing that she did do this in a public manner, because now she knows that this guy doesn't love her. 5 years down the drain. So this ain't the first time she's brought up marriage. Trust me. Second, this guy knows that women want to get married. Ain't no woman trying to struggle in this goddamn world. Ain't no woman trying to work 12 and 16 hours like a fucking man. They want to be at home looking pretty and hang out with their girlfriends and hang out with their children. That's a lifestyle most women want. I don't give a damn what no feminists say. I don't give a damn what these radio shows say. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Women want to be at home, relaxing, looking pretty, hanging out with their girlfriends, going on trips and spending time with their children. So they're looking for a man. Now they will work, but they ain't trying to work that much. They want the man to carry most of the load. You know what I mean? And they just want to have an easier life. Most women want a easier life. They want an easier life and they want their backs blown out. I understand. Hey, guy knows what women wants. Let's just say women, he don't know about women, but he knows about this particular woman, his girlfriend. You know she wants to marry you. Why are you still with her if you don't want to marry her? Why are you still with her if you don't want to marry her? Because you guys are in lust. I don't know. I don't know what either one. No, I see the picture of the guy. No. That's not the guy. That's the host. I don't know what either one looks like, but despite what they look like, they are deeply connected in the bedroom. They are deeply connected in the bedroom. This girl and guy, they are deeply connected in the bedroom, meaning that the love making and the sex is phenomenal. When they get in that bedroom, they transform into these sexual beings, and the acts that are performed in this bedroom, they think is love, but it's not. It's really not. The acts in which they are expressing to each other is not love. They're not expressing love to each other when they're in that bedroom is lust, because they're not married. If it's outside of marriage, then it's just lust. Marriage puts things in perspective. We are ready to build. Building should come first before all the romance. Building first and then the romance. Then, especially if you're poor. If you poor, I don't understand why is okay. I understand sex is a good relief when you poor and you broke and you got to get your mind off the struggle, right? Getting some booty makes everybody feel good. It's scientific. It's it's spiritual. It's a release. Everybody got pent up energy. I understand. But if you poor, I don't understand what is the such fascination with having sex, knowing that it could potentially nobody's using a condom all the time. You could potentially have a child. I don't see what is so exciting about sex when you're poor. It's time for you to get money. So when poor people get married, it's a good thing. It's time to build. It's time to get on with life. It's time to build a future, a legacy, cars, homes. The world is too expensive for one person unless you got a bomb ass job, or if your parents are helping you, you have an inheritance, or get with somebody that's going to help you and get on. Then all the emotional aspects come together, watching movies, all that stuff, butt naked, freaky sex. Cool. They've been together 5 years, and this man and this woman, they thought they were in love. It's just lust. How the hell you with a woman for 5 years and you're not going to marry her? And he knows she wants to get married. One thing we can't do, 250 gemstones, is waste time like this. We cannot waste time. That's why I reject a lot of girls. Pretty, decent, ugly. I know what they need. This man knows that she wants to get married and he dragging her along for 5 years. In my opinion, at the end of the day, that woman has to look at herself in the mirror and say, hey, I wasted 5 years with this guy. Went on the radio show and professed her love, and you got rejected. I want y'all to think about this. The person that you've been with expresses to the world how much they love you, and this person that you love rejects your love, but y'all been together 5 years. That right there let me know what kind of person I'm really dealing with. That woman should know now. You fully see what kind of man you dealing with. When you on a radio show and you tell the whole world how you feel about this person, you've been trying. Like I said, this ain't the first time she's been trying to get married with this guy. You've been trying for years, the second year, third year, fourth, we're in the fifth fucking year, and we're still not married. Woo! And then the person is, you gotta remember, this man that she's proposing to, this is the man, this is her best friend. Most boyfriends and girlfriends, if I'm not, I could be wrong, but I think most boyfriends and girlfriends, they're best friends. That's part of relationship, have friendship, friend. That's a key word, friend. This is your best friend. This is the person you go home to. This is the man that's supposed to protect you. This is the man that's supposed to have your back in these streets, and you tell the world how much you love him. She wrote a poem and everything. You my north, my east, my west, and you are my Sunday's rest. I gotta write that shit down. I'm gonna steal that. Oh, niggas gonna be stealing. I got to steal that. She really, I don't play with people's spirits. When I know a girl really like me and I don't like her, I'm going to break it off with her. I'd rather hurt her now than hurt her later. I'd rather hurt her now than hurt her later and then waste her damn time. 5 years. And we all know time is going by fast. We're already in the third month of 2024. Now, I got on her. She got to look at herself in the mirror. Him. I would do have to say, I ain't gonna say he's a piece of shit. I'm gonna say he's a person that BS a lot. He's a BS type of person. He don't want her. He just want to hump on her all day. You know what I mean? Going back to what I'm saying, it's lust. This is not love right here. This is lust. The sooner a person that's in a people that are in a relationship understand what they're in, you got to understand what kind of dynamics, are in your relationship. How is your relationship functioning? Where is your relationship going? This is absolutely absurd. 5 years. Think about this. She could have spent those 5 years with somebody else. If you understand that this man don't want you, you can't force a human being to love you. You can't force a human being to do what you want them to do. That's why it's very important to lay down standards early in a relationship. You got to have standards. You got to have standards and expectations in a relationship. I expect for us to get married by the second year. I expect us to get married by the second year. This ain't just me. That's my expectation. I want us to get married in the second year. The woman, how long you think you should get married? I say about a year and a half, 2 years. I think that's reasonable. You have to have these conversations before the relationship starts, because things move so fast with this dating. Most people are sleeping with each other the first night. A lot of them without no rubber. A lot of them, no protection. Everybody is hard. Everybody walking around here horny. Ain't that what Fleece say? Everybody walking around here hard, walking around here horny. Get to know this person. Where is their mind? Is this girl good with children? Let's say she don't have any kids. Is she good with children? Well, how you gonna know she's good with children if she don't have kids? She got nieces and nephews. Observe how this woman interacts with her nieces and nephews. She give them kisses. She give them hugs. Does she take them to the park? This is about to be the mother of your child. If you guys planning on getting married, this is going to be the mother of your child. You're going to have to trust this broad with your children. Let's get on the fellas. Does this nigga work? Does this nigga work? Does this man work? Does he work? Does this man work? Is he productive? Is he loving? How does he interact with the kids? We always jumping on the women. There's a lot of sorry women. There's a lot of sorry men too. When he comes home for work, does he take his frustration out on the family? Or does he act like a man, check his emotions at the door, get himself together, and then as soon as he opened the door, he poured love into the family. He poured love into his wife, poured love into his children. He leave his problems at the door, maybe go get a beer with the homies, talk with his homeboys or somewhere, talk to God, but he don't put all that pressure on his children. How does he interact? This is about to be the father of your child. This is about to be the father of your child. So it goes both ways. I don't understand how she allowed this man to waste 5 years of her time. 5 years. And then she telling her best friend, because I look at these two, In Australia, been getting it. Australia and Paris, they been getting it in as far as relationship. I thought it was crazy in America. Out there in Australia, in Paris, they turning up. A lot of marriages in Paris. Australia, everybody's on this dating stuff because we're designed to love one another. That's how God made it. Man, woman, coming together, building spiritually, financially, mentally, physically, building. These two magnificent opposites were made to come together. So what I'm saying is, if she would approach this relationship to how I'm describing it, there's no way in hell she would have been with this man for 5 years. And to be fair, we're all humans. He's good in bed. I'm pretty sure he's good in bed. No woman is really going to stay with a man that long who don't want her unless the pipe game is good or he has a little bit of money, he's taking care of her. It has to be the money or the eggplant, but I'm pretty sure it's the eggplant. The way she's writing poems and she's putting diamonds on a man's finger. Now, it is an Irish tradition out there it comes from Ireland, but it's celebrated in Australia that women are allowed to propose to a man. So that's how they roll in Australia, in Ireland. Okay. But even then, if that's the culture, you got to start taking these things serious. Men and women have to start taking life serious. And I'm a big proponent. I knew this when I was a kid. It's easier when you have somebody in your life. It's much easier when you have somebody in your life that's going to help you get through. Sex is very powerful, y'all. Especially if it's sex and you really like the person. Really liking the person and good booty, good sex, good eggplant does not equate to a successful marriage and building and getting some money. That is the absolute. A lot of people, and you know what I found out about society when I just be listening. Most people don't be bothered with money. Ever since I was little, I always liked money. I said, "Dear Lord, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get this bag. I got to get the bag, the lifestyle, the freedom. You know, the freedom to go buy clothes when I want to, the freedom to go travel and go see it. Because my family spread out. The freedom to go see my family when I want to. The freedom to build. I can take that money and go get some investments and have my money make money. I don't understand how people are poor and they don't see marriage as a good thing. You're poor. You can't buy that house cash, you're poor. You can't buy that car cash, you're poor. You can't go to school and pay off your tuition, you're poor. Because you don't have the money, you get to take out a loan. And what loans do? Draw interest. You're going to be paying more than what the actual product is worth. This country, the system is designed to prey on poor people. If you poor, you will pay more. Always remember that. I'm gonna do a segment on that probably later on this week. If you are poor, you will pay more. Interest, late fees. I've been there, baby. Listen. Why do you think they put payday loans in the hood? Well, the person's living paycheck to paycheck, and that's still not enough. So they took out a loan to cover their expenses, and the cycle continues. Now the person's even more poor. They take out a payday loan for $200. They have to pay back $230, $240. Well, I didn't even have the $200 to begin with. Now I got to fork up another $40 in interest. Well, that's going to put me $40 back on top of the $200, and I got to do this again until I find a better job or something. That's why it's absolutely important that you really carefully analyze who you about to give your heart and your soul to, who you laying down with. Men and women, be very careful. If this person, now everybody's there, like I said, a lot of people they're not thrilled about money. They're just looking for love and all that stuff, but love don't pay the bills. I don't have that mindset, but people that want stuff, so most successful relationships, they have their finances together. If a man and woman can get their finances together, that's a huge load they don't have to worry about. That is a load they don't have to worry about. Your mama's good, the kids are good. You ain't stressing about how you're gonna eat and so on and so forth. If a couple can come together and just get the finances together and that money begin to build, it makes the relationship so much easier. Trust me. Trust me. It makes the relationship so much easier. Now you guys can focus on quality time. It costs to spend time with your significant other in America. You want to spend the more time you want to spend with your significant other, well, you're gonna have to have some money coming in, because I can't keep giving a woman all my time. That's taken away from the things I need to do. I'm trying to build. I'm trying to whatever you're trying to do. If you're automotive, men, you're in engineering, whatever you're trying to do, you got to provide for this woman. And most women want a lot of a man's time, especially if he's a good man and he provides, because she's scared. I'm gonna tell y'all, if you're a good man, she is scared that you're gonna get all this good loving to another woman. Oh, she's gonna cling. And fellas, I had to learn that too. I didn't like clingy women. I didn't, because I felt like I feel like you're trying to sabotage me. You know I'm trying to work hard for you. You know that I'm focused. Why are you so clingy? But then some game was brought to my attention. When a woman loves a man and he's good to her, she's going to cling because she don't want you to give that to another female. I was like, oh, okay, so I understand. So she look at you with those big eyes and she's always waiting for you to come home. She's cooking for you. She's doing everything in her power to keep you. So it has to be a balance. You got to show your woman some love, but you got to get that bag. It is absolutely critical that you get the bag. It's easier said than done, especially if you coming from the slums, you coming from the hood, you're fighting inflation. Then the president, he raised inflation, what, 40%, 50%? It was a crazy astronomical number. Usually inflation is about 1.5, 2%. People can manage 2%. Okay, going up a little bit every year. Now inflation, now the economy how it runs today, you don't know what the inflation going to be. The housing market, rent through the roof. How is a woman, I'm talking about for how they promote women need to, I don't need no man. You don't need no man. You're a strong woman. Ain't a woman that strong. Most niggas ain't that strong. Stop the bullshit. You're going to need some help. Man and woman, if you're coming from the hood, you're going to need some help. If everybody can get on the same page and understand how critical it is to get some help, to get some guidance, to get some direction. That's the whole point of 250 gemstones: truth, direction, and serenity. The truth is we all need some help. The truth is we got to get the bag. The truth is the more money we have, the more stable we are, the healthier the relationship, because we can spend time learning one another. We can spend time catering to one another. We can spend time traveling. We only get a little time here on earth, a little bit of time. And this woman is going to realize how she's going to she's going to be crushed. She was already crushed on the radio. She was crushed on the radio, and that's why they hung up. Bloop. They hung up on the phone. Bloop. They hung up real quick. They hung up so quick because I believe she started crying. I believe when they were on the radio and she professed her love to her best friend, her lover, her boyfriend, he rejected her. He said no. They hung up the phone. They hung up the phone real quick because the hosts, Fev and Nick out there in Australia, I believe they started hearing her cry on the phone. And she has every right to cry because reality hit. The man that I love so much, and this, well, hold on. The man that she loves so much doesn't want her, and it's not natural for a woman to propose to a man. It's the men are designed to be rejected. I wish I would have known this when I was a kid. I was scared to talk to women when I was younger because I seen how, especially black women, they will stunt on your black ass hard. They try to embarrass you, really. They try to embarrass you. You beat it. Because I was always nice to girls, so you a nice guy in the hood, you being nice to a girl, they really gonna do you dirty. Not all of them, but most of them gonna do you dirty. One, because they just like to do niggas dirty. Two, they think you got something up your sleeve. Why you being so nice? So it's not natural for women to put themselves out there. Men, we get rejected all the time. We get rejected from promotions. We get rejected, especially if you're a go-getter, you're an entrepreneur, you're going to get rejected. I passed out my business card so many times trying to get music videos going, trying to get skits going. Nobody called. It's part of the game. Rejection is part of the game if you want to win. Rejection, write that down. Rejection is part of, I'm going to shout out to everybody. Rejection, baby. Get used to being rejected. Damn, nigga can't spell rejection. Rejection is part of the game, 100. Rejection is part of the game. So if the rejection is part of the game and men are designed to be rejected, it's for us to be rejected, not them. So men get harder and harder as they approach life. As men approach life, as men go through life, as the men that want something, the men that want to be productive, the men that want to get out of hell, financial hell, mental hell, that want to be great, you have to adapt and learn. Rejection is part of the game. So women don't have these dynamics like a man. They don't have these dynamics. So she's out there. She's not even supposed to be doing this to begin with. It's out of her nature. She's doing something that's out of her nature. She's doing something that's out of her nature, and then she gets humiliated. I mean, absolutely humiliated. She's doing something out of her nature. It's not in her nature to propose to a man. She did it anyway on a public platform, on a huge platform, and she got rejected. She was devastated. They hung up that damn phone. They hung up that goddamn phone so goddamn quick. She was mortified. She was just absolutely devastated that the man that she'd been with for 5 years don't want her, professed her love, get out of here. Reality gonna sit. I just hope that she shakes back. I hope that this was a learning lesson, not to let anybody, not no job, not your significant other, not family members, waste your time if you're trying to be great. Great in the sense of getting your act together, learning something, getting a skill or a trade, a profession, entrepreneurship, getting on with your profession, getting that money, and then having a healthy relationship, having some children, being great in that sense, being a productive citizen in your community, loving other people. When you go out, you're inspiration to others. This is a life lesson for that lady. She has wasted 5 years. Her mind is messed up right now. Her spirit is messed up. Everything about this woman is crushed right now. But I hope she don't fall off the deep end. Just go get you some help. Take some time for yourself. And don't you ever let a mofo waste your time. Whew. But y'all flood my comments. This is a great story. This is a great live. This is a great live. Y'all flood my comments. Y'all let me know what y'all think about women proposing to men. 250, capital G. I'm gone.